Mega Man, Dr. Wily's Revenge for the Game Boy. Developed by Minakuchi Engineering and published by Capcom, it was released for the Game Boy in December of 1991. Designed by Masashi Kato and programmed by Matsutsugu Shinohara, you take control of Mega Man and have to defeat the Mad Doctor and his revived robot masters so you can upgrade and continue. You control Mega Man by moving him around with the D-pad. The A button is used to jump and the B button makes him use his weapon. The start button allows you to access the weapon box as well as pause. Being the first Mega Man game on a handheld, it does its best to take what made the first three NES games great. While it's more in the vein of the first game, it's more balanced like the second and not too difficult like its NES counterpart. You start with 4 robot masters, all from the original game. You can choose whichever one you like to start with, but most Mega Man games have a pattern to it that you'll need to figure out. Each level consists of different enemies and obstacles, all of which may be familiar to you, but the level layout is somewhat different from their NES counterparts to accommodate the Game Boy, though it doesn't take away from its overall challenge. Each level is sort of based around the Robot Master, and if you get far enough, you'll be able to fight that Robot Master, and that's where the pattern comes in. Some enemies are weaker to different weapons that you can pick up after defeating Robot Masters, and depending on what powers you have to face against a certain Robot Master, it can either be a breeze or a tough fight to get through, but once you do defeat one Robot Master, you'll move on to the next one of your choice while also getting a new power weapon. Those weapons will have meters that'll decrease as you use them, but you can refill them by finding energy pellets throughout levels or dropped by enemies so long as you have that weapon on you. If you get hit by anything lethal, you'll lose a sliver of your health. A few choice things could kill you outright, but you can regain health by finding power pellets scattered about. Extra lives can also be found, usually in tricky parts of a level that'll need a little more brain power to try and get. If at any point your health bar depletes, you will lose a life. Lose all your lives and the game is over, but there is a password system to take advantage of. But if you defeat all 4 Robot Masters, you'll move on to Dr. Wily's stage, which has more challenge with difficult platforming sections, tougher enemies, and even more trickier Robot Masters from the second Mega Man. But once you defeat them and make it through more of his castle, then you'll be able to face the Mad Doctor himself. And once you figure out how to destroy his last line of robo-defense, the enemy credits will roll as you've won the game. Overall, this is a nice Mega Man game. Made the transition to portability smoothly. It's fairly balanced and stood out from just being a port of the original game. And stop. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to like, share, and comment on the video. And if you want to see more quick views, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. This is BrianTheBlue, and I'll see you next time.